how we do it. It's like
pitänyt tehdä perkele.
Niin ois pitänyt, tää on paljon helppoa.
So, project continues here. We made us two little mistakes what we want to you know about, so you don't make them. So first of all, as we are making these floor panels down here, bang bang. This panel we used Sika, which is a glue. Let me show it in here. Come on. This is from Worth VMAX Liima alustiivistemassa. So it is chassis glue or something like that. We used this underneath there before we started the welding, but it was really bad idea. Actually the weld does not really weld, and it starts to burn. The Sika starts to burn down there. So do not use it. But how we made it much more efficient and better, we used this kind of kateruuvi, which is meant to be onto the roofs.
Steel roof.
Steel roof. When you connect steel roofs into the to each others, you use this kind of. It has a small drill head here and a threaded here, so this makes a hole for itself and connects the two pieces together. Self-tapping screw. And with these we could connect here two pieces together, and then we take one out and weld it shut, take one out and weld it shut. It was really much easier with these. Use a impact drill. Oksuu se siinä? We use this impact drill, so it hits them really hard and nicely inside there. Now on this side we still have the Sika underneath, the glue underneath, but we need probably make something to this to make it better. But as that one is really much more strength and much better. So one thing to know, that make it like that. Make holes for the front plate, then connect it with these, then you have external holes, then weld them together and take one off weld. You get much better results with that way. And it actually has two sets of 1mm steel, and the original had 3. So this is a little bit not as good as the OEM floor, as we want to make it a new one, because the old one was so rusty. We wanted to make a new one, but we don't want to make it as more strength than the OEM style. Now in here we connected these beams. This is 24mm, so it's around 1 inch, and this is 32mm. It is more than 1 inch. We last video I think we make them a little bit on the side, but actually we will find out that we were completely correct, and just take the nuts off and used and weld another set of nuts there. In here you can see the old nut, so it has been welded completely nicely onto the beam, totem bar, so why my English is not that good today? It should be now okay. They are really good in strength. We plan to put a nut onto the lower beam and set that weld it onto the steel rod, threaded rod, and then connect it into the floor, so we can get one connection to the floor, and same up in here, not there, and connect it to the roof, so we can have both this side, and then adding 2 steel rods from other side, from there to there and there to there, so we can get it very nicely done there. Then behind here we use this kind of big spacers here, where we can connect them really nicely into the car. This is a really big rod here. Actually we got one in here and we plan to use it as we really don't know where you can get one of these, but we want to use a little bit bigger one than the others at the center of the beam. So that's about it. First of all, 2 things to learn here. 1, measure twice, cut once. So the center beam was misaligned. So just checking everything second time would have saved us time, because now we have to weld these another time here because they were slightly tilted outwards here. So this has been redone. And the second one is, do not use any glue underneath there. It is rubbish. Just use electric glue so we can so you can weld them shut like this here. This is much more, oh, it's still hot, much more efficient way to connect 2 metal pieces together, but do not use any glue underneath. If you have a, let's say, air bubble or flexing around here, just use a screw and drill it down and then weld it shut. Much easier, faster way this than that. So that's about it this time here at the project. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike, share the video if you have somebody who is competing in Super Street 1 or 2 or in Super Street or likes DB drag racing videos. Please share this video to him, so maybe we can get more information about how to build these cars, because we have never built a Super Street car, we have never competed in DB drag racing, but we are planning to make the car as loud as possible. So thanks for every share, thanks for hit that like button, thanks for every like, and we'll continue here with the wheel arches. And actually on the next video probably we will be seeing more about this and about the wheel arches, and we got new wheels for the ride. See you on the next video. Nico, you have anything to say?
No.
Bye bye.